Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Coasterking, and welcome back to another 1 vs 1 on Overwatch. I'd really appreciate it if you guys leave a comment below, letting me know what you guys think of this video, and please hit that like button if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, and let's get rolling.
With a fight, match point. With honor, redemption.
I always love that saying that Hanzo says, phrase.
See that which is unseen.
So I actually end up getting a hit on him pretty early on, finding out where he was because of that honing arrow. So I know I've said this before, guys, but most of the time I use that honing arrow right in the beginning to try to find my opponent early on. And if only I had that spread arrow loaded still, that would have been a great shot. But luckily, my honing arrow ended up doing some good for me. And then I had a bit of lag there, and the arrow was released. Real bummer there. But yeah, and this is tricky. He just sounds like he was in different spots over and over. Just like, where was he? So, probably wasn't the best place I could have put that honing arrow, but it actually served me well. As you'll see, I was able to get a good hit off on him, and too bad I did not get another hit on him before I fell down, but that was pretty good. I got about 3/4 through his hit points, and he must have had a spread arrow, honing arrow in there. Because he happened to know when I was in there, so. And I'm not gonna wait for him to come out. Sent the spread arrow down the stairs and got the kill. I was willing to risk it. So.
Match point.
And. So that's another thing, is it? I always use the Venom mines with Widowmaker, and as you can see, the other Widowmaker's head popped up for a second there. So I was hoping she would come in this area, and she did, but I was not on the target, unfortunately. So then I'm trying to look for the other opening, and she's coming up the stairs, and I missed the shot. Just, man, disappointing. And for some reason I pressed left bumper instead of right. I don't know what that was about, but meant to put my Venom mine up there. Got it right the second time though. And again, missed the shot. I mean, I'm really working on this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on the aiming with the Xbox. But luckily, she decides to go in, and I was able to just take her out. So yeah, guys, when your enemy is at close range, don't be afraid to use the machine gun. It makes quick work of your enemies. And I love playing as McCree. The way his character is and the things he says is just, I don't know, it's really awesome. And I don't know if I was aiming that low that time, but I was able to get a hit on him. And notice that tactical reload there, guys. It's very important to do that, somewhat often. Whenever there's a lull in the fight, you have to do that tactical reload. Hopefully you don't end up getting punished for it, though. And stun. Both shots on the mark. That was a great play there. And
now to show them.
Match point.
yeah. And there was something about how this diva had played. She was doing a really good job at going behind me and not getting hit. And once you get knocked, once you're out of your mech suit, it's really tough to come back. But luckily, I was able to get my ultimate, and I was able to get my mech back. And unfortunately, that means that that diva has her ultimate as well. So yeah, then that ends up happening. And that's never fun. And if only I got those shots on, and you could see a little bit it was because of lag, but it's tough. It's just that was not my round. So this round is gonna go well though. There's gonna be some great plays, and right there, that was a bit of lag there that happened, but I was able to see my enemy and then not end up being exposed. Then I hear her coming, step back, deploy a Venom Mine, and there you go, machine gun, close range. Or you do a tactical retreat, she gets hit by the Venom Mine. So that was a good strategy right there, but then I should have been up higher, ready to get a headshot, and she was crouching down, and I missed the shot. I didn't have that reaction time to aim, but I made sure to cover my back with the Venom Mine, which was a good idea. Because now I can focus out here and know when she's over there. So and then I saw the Venom Mine there, I'm glad I did that, just in case I ever had to go up there. And I make a mistake by just coming out, kind of like right there, and exposing myself. It's not good, although she didn't shoot me this time. It's not. And then there you go, she comes up. Although I didn't get hit, that wasn't the best move. I should have been kind of doing what I'm doing right there. It's kind of just slowly popping out and looking before I actually leap. So, and then I thought for sure, I'm like, thinking she was going to be behind that wall, and she just disappeared. And make that mistake again, but this time I got punished. She makes the headshot. Or no. Why did I say headshot? I'm sorry. That was not a headshot. But luckily, I did not end up deploying my grappling. I deployed it and it didn't reach. Which was a good thing, because I realized I am going to end up taking the headshot. So I was calculating how much it was going to move. Then I led the shot, moved out, and took the headshot right there. Ended up winning. So that was a great play. Personally, I thought that was a really awesome shot.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
One of my favorite phrases that McCree says, just beautiful. Oh, and lag. Just, don't you love it? Ended up taking 2 shots from that McCree right in the beginning. Definitely not a good thing. And luckily I dodged that kind of reckless shooting. And once I heard that roll, I figured he's gotta be behind me. And look at that. That was just an amazing play, and I did not necessarily intend to do that, but I happened to dodge his stun grenade, which ended up being so great. I mean, I go to dash forward, and he misses that, and then decides to go 6 shooting on me, and just unloads, but he misses, and I was able to connect the shots, and take the kill. So that was amazing right there. And, or at least for me, for my level. And I love playing with Tracer. She's, there's never a dull battle with her. And I was able to sneak up on him and I knew that tracer would have gone out there, but I thought for sure she would have come back in. And that's a great move right there to use, to just be able to do 2 of your boosts. But unfortunately, I didn't continue to do a good job. I just lost awareness of my surroundings, and she snuck up right on me and took the kill. So,
One kill.
it's kind of funny. You'll notice I do end up playing a lot on 1 vs 1, playing Widowmaker. And I'm not, I mean, despite the fact that I'm struggling with aiming on Xbox, I am a decent sniper, at least so I think. But notice how I placed that Venom mine right there to cover me. So I'm looking on the, I guess you could say, east side of the map, and I have my Venom mine covering the west side. So that is a good tactic, and there you go. Now I know that she's there. And then I shoot my Venom mine all the way across the map again. Well, it lagged, otherwise I would have. But there we go. I shoot my Venom mine all the way across again, and I see hers. Take it out. So it's really good to be able to aim. And there you go again. Oh, she destroyed that one. I thought she triggered it, but nope, she did destroy that. And I thought maybe she'd want to go to the other side, so I figured I'd deploy it over there. But turns out that that's not the route that she was ending up taking. She decided to actually, as you'll see here, she was camping on the stairs right there. And I did not react fast enough. Instead of actually taking the shot, I just took too long. That's just about what happened.
Sniper.
And I exited my scope right at the perfect time. You know, the time that would have been the best shot for me to take. And then she ends up hitting my mine. I thought for sure she would have seen it, but lucky for me, she was able to hit it. And right here was she did a similar thing to what I did in my last video, but luckily I was able to dodge the shot. So she ends up destroying that, but I deploy my Venom mine again. She gets hit by it. I missed the shot just by a little bit, but luckily my Venom mine gas did the rest for me. So I didn't even get a shot off on her, which was kind of funny and not necessarily something to be proud of. But I figured I'd show that just show the great usage of my Venom mine. And so, despite the fact that I did not get that shot, I thought that was kind of a cool round. So I believe that was 3 Venom mines, and she destroyed 1 of them. So in altogether 4 Venom mines. So I thought that was a good round. And you'll notice in Diva that I use her boost quite often, and I'll use it in different ways. So right there, I just used it to, you know, get from point A to point B quicker. Then here, I make a crucial mistake. I figured, oh, it'd be fine if I just bolt through here, but I end up losing a decent, you know, not too much, but a decent amount of hit points. And right there was the second usage of my boost that I wanted to show you guys. Right there, I used it to quickly evade my enemy and also change my location drastically. I mean, I ended up in a completely different area. As you can see, it threw my enemy off like crazy. He didn't know where to go. He was just running around in circles. And so another thing, I was boosting to get some cover. And now here, remember how I said not to use your shield, guys? Well, here I'm using it to try to let him know that I'm in there, and I kind of want him to come in. But unfortunately, I I ended up finding him after a bit of chasing him down. I was able to find him, and he was AFK. So I was able to get an easy kill there, which wasn't any fun. But I wanted to show you guys the usages of D.Va's special moves there. And here we are with Symmetra. So this is a good example of on-the-move sentry deployment. So as you can see, I've set up a little the little room right there with turrets strategically placed, so that way either side, whichever side she comes in, she's going to end up having turret sentries hitting her. And she made the terrible mistake of intruding my personal space, intruding upon my personal space. So I punished her for that. But as you can see, I've mentioned before about how most of the time the Symmetras will make the mistake early on in the game, and they'll come after you, kind of like what she did, except it took longer for her. They'll come after you, they'll search for you, and you can wait for them and just set up your sentries all, in a strategic location, and then she'll try to underestimate you, despite the fact that she knows your capabilities, and she'll get punished. So, but in this scenario, I kind of demonstrated, although sadly she never actually got hit with my sentry that I deployed out there, what happens if the battle goes too long, because you can't always, what if both players camp? That doesn't work always. So you have to sometimes just play smart and deploy some sentries on the move, and hopefully you get a hit and that you don't get hit. So that's going to be all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today, and please let me know in the comments below, and like this video, and subscribe to my channel as well.